This video is about adding or subtracting fractions with the different denominators. Now, when you have a same denominator, you can add or subtract easily. But when you have a different denominator, you follow this 3 steps. Step one, you have to find the LCD, this common denominator from the two of the fraction that you either add or subtract, and rewrite the fraction with equal denominator. That's the equivalent fraction. So find the equivalent fraction or equal value fraction. And step 3 is add or subtract the numerator. So after you do step 2, you will have a same denominator. So now you only dealing with the numerator. So you do add or subtract. So there are 3 common type of problem in which you would need to find the LCD. Okay. So example 9, number 1, both denominator has no common factors. Then you multiply each denominators to find the LCD. For example, when you add 1/2 with a 2/3, two denominator, which is 2 and 3, do not have any common factor. So LCD become 2 times 3, which is 6. So that's step 1. Step 1, find the LCD. Now step 2, you have to find equivalent fraction with LCD. So since you are adding 1/2 with the 2/3, you change 1/2 in terms of 6. So 3/6, because 2 goes into 6 3 times. You multiply numerator by 3 times as well to get the equivalent numerator of the equivalent fraction. And the second one, 2/3, 3 has to become 6 to have an equal value fraction with the LCD 6. That has been multiplied by 2. That means you multiply numerator by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So it becomes 4/6. Now step 3. Since both of them has an equal value with in terms of 6, now you replace 1/2 into 3/6, 2/3 into 4/6, and then you add the numerator. So you end up with a 7/6. Okay, so you follow these 3 steps. Step 1, find LCD. Step 2, find equivalent fraction. Step 3, do the operation. Okay, so again, find LCD. Number 2, find equivalent fraction. Step 3, do the operation. So now the second example, let's say you have a 3/4 plus 2/9. So LCD of 4 and 9, again, 4 and 9 do not have a common factor. So that becomes 4 times 9, which is 36. So that's step 1. Step 1, you find the LCD. Now step 2, you have to find the equal value fraction with the LCD. So 3/4, you have to find in terms of 36, because that was the LCD. So 4 become 36 by multiply by 4. So to find the equivalent numerator of the equivalent fraction, you multiply same thing on the top as well. So 3 times 4 is 12. So 3/4 and 12/36 are equal value fraction. Now in terms of 2 nines, again, you have to convert them in terms of 36, which is LCD. You have to try to find out multiplication factor. So divide 36 by 9 will be 4. Okay. Oh, so I made a mistake. So previously, it was multiplied by 9, because 36 divided by 4 is 9. So you multiply by 9 to become 4 times 9 is 36. So on the top, you have to multiply by 9 as well. So 3 times 9 become 27, I believe. So first equivalent fraction of 3/4 is 3 times 9 is 27. So it's 27 of 36. Now this one you multiply by 4. So 8/36. So 2 9 and 8/36 are equivalent fraction. So that's the step 2. Now step 3 is you do the operation. So 27 of 36. Now add 8 of 36, because you were adding 3/4 with 2 ninths, and they were 27 of 36 is equivalent fraction with the 3/4, and 8/36 is equivalent fraction of 2 ninths. So since the denominator is the same, now you can do the operation of numerator, which end up with 35 out of 36 as a final result for addition of this two number, 3/4 plus 2 ninths. So what do? You follow those 3 steps. Okay, so you do some exercise and see if you can get the correct answer. Making sure you check your answer with the answer key at the bottom of each section. Now, next type of adding or subtraction fraction is one denominator is multiple of another denominator. So we learned this one in LCD practice in previous video, but as now you have 1/2 plus 1/4. So step 1, find the LCD. So LCD of 2 and 4, since 2 goes into 4 completely, in that case, the bigger number become LCD, 4. Now step 2, find equivalent fraction of each other. So 1/2 in terms of with LCD, in terms of 4, and 1/4 you have to get it in terms of 4. Now 1/4 is already in 4th, so you don't have to change anything. You can just take that 1/4. Now 2 need to multiply by 2 to become a 4. You also multiply by 2 to get a equivalent fraction. So 1/2 is the same as 2/4, and 1/4 is 1/4. Okay. So now in step 3, find the answer or do the operation. So instead of 1/4 add with 1/4, you rewrite this one in equivalent fraction, which is 2/4 plus 1/4. So you end up with 2 plus 1/4. So that will make you 3/4 as a final answer. Okay, so that's one example. Another example is you're adding 2/3 with a 3/12. Now 3 goes into 12 completely, so LCD becomes 12 because 12 is a multiple of 3. So in step 1, find the LCD. So now LCD becomes 12. So now you're going to do step 2, find the equal fractions. So 2/3 is equal to 8/12, and 3/12 is equal to same as 3/12. So now you are replacing 2/3 into 8/12 and leave 3/12 as a 3/12. So you end up with 11/12. Okay. Same thing with the subtraction. When you do the 7/10 minus 2/5, LCD of 10 and 5, 5 goes into 10 completely, so LCD becomes 10. Now, so that was step 1, find LCD. Now, step 2 is find the equivalent fraction with LCD, which is in terms of 10. But the first one is already in terms of 10, so 7/10 equals 7/10. Now 2/5 you have to make it in tenths, so you need to multiply by 2 in the bottom. That means you have to multiply 2 in the top as well. So 2/5 will be replaced as 4/10, which is an equal fraction. Now, step 3, you do the operations. Find the answers. So 7/10 minus 4/10 become 3/10. So that's the subtraction. Again, another one. 1/2 minus 3/10. Step 1, find LCD. So LCD of 2 and 10 will be 10, because 2 goes into 10 in this case. Now step 2, find equivalent fraction of 1/2 in terms of LCD in terms of 10 and 3/10 in terms of 10. But in this particular one, 3/10 is 3/10. Now 2 goes, you have to multiply by 5 to make a 10. If you multiply by 5 on the top, you have 5/10. So instead of a 1/2 minus 3/10, you write it as 5/10 minus 3/10. You end up with a 2/10. Okay, so that's the example of set 2, number 4. Now you do the practice on your own and check your answer with answer key at the bottom of this section. So you can pause the video. Now, this is a third case. Section 3, you have 2 denominators has at least one common factors. So when you add 2/6 with a 2/8, so step 1 again. What was step 1? Find the LCD. So LCD of 6 and 8 will be 24. Okay. We did this as a practice. Okay. Now, and then step 2 would be find the equivalent fraction of 2/6 and 2/8 in terms of 24. So 2/6 in terms of 24, 2/8 in terms of 24. Because you can only add or subtract when you have the same denominators. So to find the equivalent fraction, you see how many 6 go into 24. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. So you multiply 4 on the top as well. So 8/26 is equivalent fraction with the 2 6s. Now 8, the bottom one, 8 goes 24 3 times. 3 times 8 is 24. So you multiply 3 times on the top as well, then 6. 6/24. Okay. So those are the two equivalent fractions. Now step 3, do the operation. So 2 6 plus 2 8 replace with 8/24 with 6/24. So it become 8 plus 6 over 24. You end up with 14 over 24. And you always have to reduce if it's reducible to get a final answer. Otherwise, you get the complete credit. So 14 is 2 times 7 with the 24 is 2 times 12. So 2 and 2 cancel out. You end up with a 7/12 as your reduced and final answer. Okay. Now, example 2. Add 3/8 plus 5/14. So step 1, find LCD. So LCD between 8 and 14 is 56. Now step 2, find equivalent fraction. So 3/8 is same as 21 over 56. 5/14 is same as 20 over 56 because LCD is 56 that we need to make it as a denominator. And then step 3, do the operation. So when you do the operation, 21/56 with the 20/56 would be 41/56. Now how about 4/5 minus 2/3? Step 1, find the LCD of 5 and 3, which is 15. Step 2, find equivalent fraction of 2 original fractions. So 4/5, but it has to be with the LCD in terms of 15. And second one is 2/3 in terms of 15. And you're taking away, right? So you need to multiply 3 to make a 15 from 5. So you multiply same fraction, which is 12. So 4/5 is same equivalent fraction with the 12/15. Now this time you have to multiply 5 to make a 15 from 3, and same as 2 times 5 is 10. So 2/3 has equivalent fraction with a 10/15. So now step 3, do the operation. Which means 12/15 minus 10/15 will be 2/15. So that becomes your final answer. Now, the next one is 5/14 minus 2/9. So LCD of step 1, find the LCD. LCD of 14 and 9 is 126. So you have to convert each fraction, 5/14, in terms of a denominator of 126, and 2/9 in terms of denominator is 126. So to convert 14 into 126, you multiply by 9, top and bottom. So 5 times 9 is 45. So it becomes equivalent fraction as 45/126. And then 2/9, you multiply bottom by 14. So if you multiply top by 14, you got 28/126. So that was step 2. Now if you do step 3, you do the operation. 45 minus 28 is 17/126. Okay. So everybody follow this step. Now you can do on your own these 4 practices and check your answer with your solution, which is end of this section. So pause the video and find the answers.